Oh, pardon me. I didn't see you standing there. Welcome, fellow enthusiast of the enigmatic, the astute, the brilliant. Today, we're going to take a look at 7 great detectives in fiction. Fiction of the silver screen, of literature, and the almighty video game. So if you would, please join me on this ride. Let's go. Our journey begins with a name synonymous with deduction and logic. No, not me, although I am very smart. We are speaking, of course, of Sherlock Holmes, created by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Holmes is the paragon of detective archetype, his legacy spanning centuries and multiple forms of media. Holmes' mastery of deductive reasoning is unparalleled. His sharp mind and keen observation skills allow him to solve the most perplexing of cases, unraveling mysteries with precision and flair. In 2009, we also found out that he uses said observation skills to methodically beat the absolute snot out of his enemies. Thank you, RDJ. But beyond his intellect, Holmes embodies the detective spirit, a relentless pursuit of truth and justice, no matter the odds. But even Holmes does not work alone. He often gets help from his 2 most loyal companions, Watson and his faithful beagle, Toby. From the fog-laden streets of Victorian London, we leap into the shadows of Gotham City, where another iconic detective prowls. He is the Dark Knight, the Caped Crusader, the Batman. Unlike Holmes, Batman relies not only on his intellect, but also his physical prowess and technological savvy. With an arsenal of gadgets that he's made himself with the help of Wayne Enterprises, and his mastery of martial arts, he strikes fear into the hearts of criminals. Batman has also gone on to train incredible detectives such as Dick Grayson, Robin, Nightwing, and Tim Drake, also Robin, Red Robin. Yum? Yet beneath the mask and the cape lies a keen intellect and relentless determination to protect his city from the shadows. Our journey now takes us into the realm of anime and manga, where a different kind of detective waits. A spirit detective by the name of Yusuke Urameshi. Yusuke may not rely on deductive reasoning or gadgets like Holmes or Batman, but his intuition and connection to the spirit world make him a formidable investigator. Yusuke initially became a spirit detective when he gave his life to save a child from getting hit by a car. With his spirit gun, demon detection, and unwavering sense of justice, he tackles cases that bridge the gap between the living and the dead. In a world where the line between the mundane and mythical blurs, Yusuke stands as a beacon of hope. Now let us jump from the realm of anime to the digital landscapes of video games. Our next detective emerges from the post-apocalyptic wasteland of Fallout 4, Nick Valentine. As a synth with the memories of a pre-war detective, Nick navigates and hacks the ruins of Boston, using the Valentine Detective Agency to uncover the mysteries and secrets buried beneath the rubble, while helping those in need. With his sharp wit and noir-inspired charm, he brings a touch of old-world elegance to the nuclear wasteland, earning even the respect of the Raiders. In a world ravaged by war and humankind's uncertainty, Nick's unwavering sense of justice serves as a glimmer of hope in the darkness, even if he can't quite solve the mystery of the mysterious stranger. Our next detective hails from the pages of literature, where we see a fine mix of myth and reality. May I introduce to you Nick Medea. In a world where gods and monsters walk among us, Nick Medea navigates the shadows of Chicago, unraveling mysteries that defy mortal comprehension. With his knowledge of mythology and cunning intellect, he stands as a bulwark against forces of chaos and darkness. Nick is probably the most experienced detective on this list. Let's just read the first part of the back of the book, Black City Sing. Chicago, 1920s. For more than 1,600 years, Nick Medea has followed and guarded the gate between the mortal realm and the fairy. AKA, he's been around the block a few times. Since his time being known as the legendary dragon slayer, St. George, Nick Medea's quest for truth takes him to the very heart of the divine. From the gritty streets of 1920 Chicago, let's move to the also gritty streets of 1930 Chicago, where we meet our next detective, who patrols the boulevards in his iconic yellow car. Let's talk about Dick Tracy. With his trademark fedora and trench coat, Tracy cuts a striking figure as he battles the criminal underworld. Armed with his wits, an array of gadgets, and his mastery of disguise, he stands as a symbol of justice in a city plagued by corruption from the likes of Big Boy and more. Also, he's the undercredited inventor of the smartwatch prototype with his two-way wristwatch radio. Just saying. In a city filled with crime, Dick Tracy's commitment to justice shines bright. Our final detective takes us to the neon-lit streets of modern-day Tokyo, a disgraced lawyer turned private investigator, Takayuki Yagami. In a city where honor and corruption collide, Yagami navigates the shadows, often using disguises, uncovering secrets and lies buried beneath the glitz and glamour of the criminal underbelly. With his martial arts skills and keen intellect, he fights for justice in a world where the law is often twisted to only serve the powerful. In a place where truth is a rare commodity, Yagami's quest for justice is a beacon of hope for the downtrodden and the forgotten. And so, dear audience, this is where our journey ends, but I'd like to leave you with one last thing, a little food for thought. What is the one thing in common these detectives all have? Besides, mastery of disguise and being great at what they do. They all know when to ask for help. They have a Watson. They have a Robin. They have someone to rely on. They know asking for help is not a weakness. If we all work together, it'd be a much better place. Probably put them out of business, but it'd be a better place. So, until next time, take care. God. Okay. Hey, sorry about that. Editor wanted me to come back. So, this first video, I did kind of rush through topics. We are going to touch on all these detectives in the future at some point. So if you could, just let me know what you think and take care. See you next time. Hey, thanks for watching.
Give us a like if you enjoyed it and dislike it if you didn't.
Let us know what you think about the channel.
And don't forget to subscribe.
Tell your mom.